There is an icon over here that looks like a club, and when we click on it, we see that we have something called symbols. For those of you guys who are familiar with Adobe Flash, symbols will also be familiar to you. As you can see, we have these little icons that represent artwork. And the beautiful thing about a symbol is that a symbol lives here, and you can drag out instances of that symbol. And what that means pretty much is I can drag out 5,000 of this particular symbol and not drastically affect the size of my document. Think of a symbol like a clone. You have an original, and then you have 500 clones, and they're all the same. So if we knock one clone down, the others fall down. And the same thing happens here. So I can go ahead and drag out a lot of these, and you'll notice that we can just keep going. So this is really a great place to put things like logos, icons, buttons, or anything that you're going to use over and over again. And in this section, I will show you how to create your own symbol and how to even edit the symbols that are already in here. But first, let's take a look at some of the other symbols that we can play around with. As with many of these other panels, we have an icon on the bottom left-hand corner that has libraries in it. As you can see, wow, a whole bunch. We have heirloom, and we have some jewelry here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and scale that one up. Very nice. And we could take this one here and blow that one up. And you could tell this is quite complicated work, and it would be difficult to recreate this. So if you're going to do some kind of poster for a client or an ad, and there are lots of jewels, why not simply use these guys as a starting point? And as I mentioned before, I'm going to show you how you can edit some of these guys so you can make them your own. Let's see what else we have in here. We have some celebration. We have balloons. So if you're doing a birthday card for a birthday party for your office, hey, why create the balloon yourself? There are even some transparencies applied to them, as you can see here. I can see through this balloon right behind it. So it's a very nice way to get started. Okay, so now that we know what a symbol is, let's go ahead and talk about how we can modify these symbols and even create our own symbols.